Okay, so let's look back a little. When was your love of sport first born?
Do you know what? I have loved sport for as long as I can remember. I've always loved the feeling of competing, and not necessarily with anyone. It's just myself. Every day.
So you were a rugby player first of all. When did you start really training and putting those hours in at the gym?
Do you know what? So my kind of journey into athletics is probably really different from most. So I grew up loving sports, loving it so much, but my parents, incredibly sensible. Their thing was always, you can do sports at school with the clubs there, but we think education is so important, and that needs to be your primary focus. And then when I was 15, everything changed one day. I was up at a friend's cottage, and we were there for a weekend and had an awesome time. And on the last day, we decided to go tubing, and that's when you hop into an inner tube on the back of a speedboat, and you just go at crazy speeds. And I'd fallen off the tube, and I was waiting for the boat to come back and pick me up, but unfortunately, they didn't see me, and I got caught in propellers, and it was quite serious. I had deep lacerations to my back and my right leg, and I remember waking up in the hospital just so thankful to still be alive, and then receiving the news that the surgeons did everything they could, but unfortunately they had to amputate, and that was devastating. All I could think about was, how am I supposed to play rugby if I can't run? And to me, I just, a life without sport, just a life without what I loved. I questioned whether or not, do I even want to do this? So I didn't actually really start training professionally until I was about 21, 22, which is actually incredibly late, especially in athletics, and you consider most of these kids are starting when they're 10, 11, 12, so I had a lot of catching up to do.
Did you always feel confident and connected to your body up until that point?
I think what I love most about sport is just the ownership of your body that it gives you. You just learn how to, almost inhabit this space. And I really struggled after the accident, just accepting, how I now looked. It was so strange to look down, and you see one foot and you see one stump, and you just think, one, that's not me, and then two, gosh, it's so ugly. Like, I don't want to look like this. I don't want to be this person. I've seen everything in Cosmo. There's no one there that looks like me. Everyone else in the world is saying that this isn't attractive, this isn't beautiful. And so it was almost like this shift from all that matters is what you look like to actually your body doesn't matter at all. And both were wrong. I realized that for me, it's really important to land somewhere in the middle. And I am most satisfied with my appearance when I feel like it reflects who I am. I want to be someone that is strong and confident and competitive, and not afraid to go after what she wants. And I want my body to reflect that. I want it to look strong. I thought that I would never in a million years be able to do a pull-up, and I realized actually, my body is pretty strong. I can do this. And I started with a squat rack, and initially thinking, I won't be able to do that much, and suddenly I'm squatting twice my body weight, and I'm thinking, actually, this is pretty cool. I noticed a change, and like I said, my body on the outside reflected how I felt on the inside, which was really strong. And
so do you think this is a problem for feminism as a whole? But the fact that so many people think femininity and strength don't go together, is that a wider problem?
I think so. I think it's tough when people stop associating strength with femininity. I think strength it's gender neutral. I've always been someone that believes I believe in equality, but I don't believe in sameness. Males and females, we are different, and that's fantastic. But males do not have a monopoly on strength.
How do you feel now when you look in the mirror?
When I look in the mirror now, I don't think I'm perfect by any means, but I like me. And that's come a long way for me. I spent a lot of early years, just really hating my artificial leg. And to me, succeeding, as an amputee was walking well enough that I could fool everyone into thinking that I had 2 legs. And gosh, I had close friends. I had no idea I was an amputee in university because I hit it that well. And actually, it was sport that really helped me to like me.
What's the proudest moment in your career so far?
Gosh, it's a tough one. I think probably my proudest moment was winning the silver medal in London 2012. I jumped a personal best, the farthest I had ever jumped in my life, under the most pressure and the biggest crowd that I had ever experienced. And it's a really great feeling to know that you can perform when it counts the most. And it was just unbelievably special because it was a home Paralympics. You know, I was receiving my medal and my family was right in the front row enjoying it with me. And even just, you know, looking at my mom, who probably is the only one that's seen the journey from start to finish. You know, she saw the ugliness that happened in the hospital and she sees the great story at the end of it. It was just really special to share that moment.
Lastly, why to you is strong beautiful?
For me, the reason I find strong is beautiful is because it speaks of a quiet inner confidence. It tells a lot about someone who is strong and where that strength comes from. It doesn't come from circumstances around them. It's internal. You know, you can't fake it. It's something that you have to live out every single day.
Well, thank you, and I wish you the best of luck for that gold in Rio.
Thank you.